Well, I can't believe I'm doing this, but this was one of the hardest decisions I've had to make in a long time. Do I come back to YouTube, or do I just let it fade? Well, hopefully this video answers that question. Yes, I have noticed a lot of you asking, where have I been, and will I return? The answer was very uncertain, but I can be certain right now. Welcome back, everybody, to the Flex Tapes. Enjoy this new video. The day started off absolutely beautifully, which is a massive surprise for Scotland, as it was suspected to rain all week this week that we filmed. Fortunately for us, it was gorgeous. The sun was out, the sky was blue, and the clouds looked absolutely gorgeous in that distant view behind the castle. Now, this is where we were going to camp tonight. Before I actually decided where I was going to camp, I went for a little tour around the castle just to show you what it was like. One of my favourite places. Well, the geese, or whatever they are, have well and truly landed in this castle. Just behind me is a lock. Now, I know you can probably hear that. There is hundreds of geese just flapping around there. I'm just going to go over this makeshift set of stairs here, and we'll come down. Look at that. Must be feeding time for the geese. They're all down there. You can see them just down there to the left of me. Yeah, it's mega. I'm going to walk around this castle, actually, give you an idea of the size of the castle walls, but obviously to show you how big the lock is as well. It's quite beautiful. I'm just going to do some drone footage as well, just to give a better aspect view of it. And yeah, I'm having to keep swapping phones around. I'm in between getting a new camera, so I'm changing everything around. Soon I'll be off this camera, but onto better things. I'm just going to be careful while I'm going down here. But yeah, you can walk all the way around, and just the lock it's gorgeous. It's quite big. It's not huge. There is a lot bigger in Scotland, but it is quite big. Really nice. And you get little areas like this that take you back into the castle. Obviously I won't be crawling through there, but we'll walk all the way around. You come back round on yourselves. Now I personally think this castle has been a bit bigger, but quite a lot of it is obviously decayed and rotted away.
very interesting, but I'll do a full history go through on this. But yeah, this is Morton Castle, quite near to Dumfries actually, and hopefully the idea is we're going to camp here tonight. We're just going to see what happens. I've been planning this for quite a while. I've been here a couple of times, and that is why there is someone down there on a boat. I don't know if you can see that. Just in the distance there, someone on a boat. So, yeah, we're at this beautiful lock. So, the idea tonight is to camp inside of the castle walls. And I think it's going to be an interesting one. I think I've picked a very good spot here because it's not too boggy in certain areas. It is quite raised, which is always good for tents. Plus, we've got very thick castle walls, which should protect us from any wind coming in from any direction, which I think in Scotland is very important. Next is location itself. You've got the beautiful loch behind, which gives absolutely awesome views. The only thing that lets it down really is this framework, but obviously that's being put in as set stairs. It's the only way you can get in and out of the castle itself, which is fine. But yeah, this is going to be, for me, a year plan. I planned it last year. I came here on my birthday last year, and me and Vicky been here a couple of times, and the local town is like one of our favourite places to go. We always sort of stay in this area whenever we get a chance. So for me, this is a big deal, a very big deal. And yeah, not done a video in a while, but we'll see how it goes. I've got the FLEXTAIL 1 version 2, and I've not used it this time. Not used it. It's a brand new tent, never been out. I'm going to use that. I'm going to see what it's like. But yeah, I've got a funny feeling this is going to be quite tranquil, quite nice. So yeah, let's get some drone shots in, and it's nice to be back. Really appreciate you popping in and sticking by. So yeah, thank you very much for that. It means a lot.
There is some debate as to the precise date of this castle. Guildford discusses the possibility that the defensive structures date from the original 14th century castle, which was then rebuilt as a hunting lodge in the 15th century. However, he concludes that it is not impossible that the majority of the castle dates from the 15th century. The 4th Earl of Morton was executed in 1580 for his alleged part in the murder of Lord Darnley. However, in 1588, James VI led an expedition against the Catholic Maxwells. Morton Castle was taken and burned and returned to the Earls of Morton. In 1608, the castle was sold to William Douglas, who then sold it to William Douglas of Drumlangrig. The castle was last partially occupied until 1714, probably serving as a hunting lodge rather than a dwelling. A dam was constructed in the 18th century to flood the marshland, creating an artificial loch that now surrounds 3 sides of the castle.
Welcome back to a long-awaited return to this platform we call YouTube. I know it's been a long time, and I do apologise, but I'm slowly making my way back into this. The truth is, I just haven't really had the time to do the videos that I used to do. I haven't really had the confidence to do it, and I haven't really had the energy and many other things to carry on this. But I am back today with a very special one for me and my wife, actually. This castle is Morton Castle. It's near Dumfries. It's actually quite close to a little town called Thornhill. And we've been coming here for quite a few years now as a getaway. It's like a local holidays kind of spot, like a getaway type of place for us, and we do love it. There is a hotel in the town that we always stay at. It's absolutely stunning. The people there are great. And I stumbled upon this last year on my birthday, and we walked around this castle, and I could not believe there was a castle right here and the loch behind that you've seen. And I said from day one when I seen this, I'm like, wow, how amazing would it be to camp in here? You've got the protection of the walls and everything, but you've also got a lovely raised bit of platform and the ground there, which I think will be perfect. So that's what we're going to do for this video. So we're going to camp in here in a new tent, the OEX FLEXTAIL version 2, which is brand new to me. I've never used it yet. I've had it out of the bag and tested it, but I've never actually physically put it into a sleep test. So that's going to be interesting for me. It's very similar to the FLEXTAIL 2, but obviously a lot smaller. So is it going to be any good? Well, we'll have to find out, won't we? So yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of a walk around here, get to grips with the place, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy that peace and quiet. There is some people down there in the loch in a boat, which I was going to do, but I haven't brought the boat. I was in kind of a rush to get here, so yeah, hope you enjoy it. Let's have a look around, eh? So from what I can gather from this castle, if you will, is that it was not a fortified castle as you would normally think of a castle. It never actually, I don't think anyway, I might have to fact check this, but I don't ever think it's seen battle as such. I think it was always more of a dwelling, and it certainly gives that sort of vibe. I mean, it doesn't look very fortified. It is in the middle of nowhere, but it does look more of a cozy type building. Over there is a plaque. Now, I've not read it. I'm just going to sort of, what I like to do is try and work it out first, get an idea, and then check to see how close I am so that I'm keeping my brain working with the historic side of things. But from what I can gather, I think this was like the Great Hall, like an evening hall, a big hall. Probably the main part where you'd have the big dinners and all that sort of stuff. I've got what I think is the main door. Now, this isn't actually used anymore. You actually come in behind where the camera is on a set of platform stairs. But what I think is the main door, and I do believe that is the original main door because of the age of the wood and the size of them hinges. I know you probably can't see them on the camera, but they are huge. Trust me. What makes it interesting is I do think that the two towers on each end have been quite big, but they've sadly fallen into decay, but not really that bad, to be quite honest. There is still quite a lot of this left. You can still see the higher levels of this building where the windows were, and indeed where some of the fireplaces were. So that is quite interesting. Behind us as well, I will show you all this, but there is a downstairs, like a celery type of area, and over there, what I believe is an extra bit to the building, which has since gone, there is exit points through, of which I don't know, you maybe passed things through the wall into a different room. I'm not sure. I am not a historian. I don't know. But it is nice and relaxed. It is nice and quiet here. So yeah, if you remember my videos and my sort of style of how I do this, you know, hopefully you'll enjoy this one. It's going to be very chilled. It's going to be a nice camp. It's going to be a very chilled, easily calm camp. But yeah, I'm going to go over there and read some of this, and then hopefully I can give you a little bit more of a factual, informed history on it and see how close I was to actually getting any of it right. So there we go, Great Hall. And it says the heart of the castle was the Great Hall, or the first floor of this block. The ground floor held kitchens, storage spaces, fireplace. At the far end, two slope drains. So that's what them big holes are. They're slope drains. Through the hall was a fine doorway. First floor to the left was the Lord's table, and at the far end, close by the fireplace on the right, was a wooden screen would have cut across near the end of the hall to form a lobby. That sounds really nice. I'll show it, go further into this picture, but you can kind of get an idea of, if you want to pause that to read it yourself, you can, but you can kind of get an idea of what kind of, you know, building this was. It wasn't a huge building, and that's why I sort of think it was more of a dwelling rather than something fortified, ready for battle. Although I do think it could probably take a beating, but you know, this is how they built things back then. That, I believe, is potentially a water fountain, a well, something like that, to collect water. You got these areas that like bow up. This is where an old wall would have been, and this is what I was talking about before. There's like a downstairs, you like a storage cellar or something. I don't know. I'm not going to go down there, but the tower does go quite high, and it's remarkable the condition that it's still in. And if I just pan around and show you there, those are them, the slopes there, the drainage slopes. And I'll go show you these because I think these are quite interesting. And I think it's, well, you can see a lot of the foundations of the walls and what used to be here. This bit's quite boggy, but yeah, you can see these drainage that they were talking about there. But what else I find interesting is this. So it's perfectly safe. But you come into this little door and you've got that view. How beautiful is that? Absolutely breathtaking, that, of the lock. Wow. I'm going to take a picture of that, actually. I think that's absolutely stunning. And then I'm going to get some drone footage. So yeah, if you want the picture, go to my Instagram. Right, so that is my FLEXTAIL version 2 setup, and on first impressions, it's tiny. I'm gonna have to bend right down to get into it, but it's so cute. I've swapped out my big 65 litre bag for my 40 litre bag, which is a lot easier. I've accidentally left a lot of stuff in the car that I wanted to bring, but that's fine. I was in a bit of a rush coming down. Dan is using my FLEXTAIL version 2. Good old faithful, it's been on this channel loads of times. And look at the room, look at the difference in there. You could kneel down and get into there. For mine, you just can't. There's like not enough room. But this is great for weight and long distance backpacking. This is great for not as long distance, but like a little bit extra headroom, a little bit more room. If you want to bring someone with you, or like a dog or something, this is a little bit better. I've slept with my husky in there, and she fits in there no problem at all. So yeah.
The tent was brilliant actually, but we had a massive rainstorm. It was absolutely terrible. The wind was awful and you couldn't hear a thing. So I didn't really focus on the filming aspect of it. I just focused on getting a good night's sleep, ready for the day afterwards. We decided to head deeper into Scotland to see what else we could find, to see if there was anything of interest for us to explore or go into more detail with. Fortunately for us and you, this video is carrying on because we found some interesting things to go and look at. Have a look at this. So we're in another part of Scotland now. We've come to see this castle ruin, but unfortunately it's all fenced off and I don't think we're going to get in it. Which is a shame. That's what. No, you can't get in that way either. It's really unfortunate because it looks quite nice. That I like this. Yeah. I like that archway. Yeah. Which looks awesome, to be fair. And then like right in, I don't know, it looks like you can get up there.
I reckon you can.
Should we try the other direction?
Yeah, give it a go.
What a shame. Unfortunate that. I mean, look at the building work on that.
How do you spell that? Beautiful. S-A-N.
Yeah, there's no way in there, unfortunately. Oh well. Back up, there's an abandoned farmhouse over the road. This is stunning. I mean, this is this abandoned farm or house or whatever, and it's got its own apple tree. I mean, I bet that was lovely back in the day. But there it is. I mean, it's quite wrecked. I don't think it's going to be worth doing. But this is like a public road to it there, and there's no fence there, so we can have a look that way.
Yeah.
Let's try this. I'm just climbing it. I've got the Crocs on today with waterproof socks, so we're all right. Yeah, we go. There's nothing. There's no fence there, so. And then that way around there it said private land, so probably not going to bother that. I don't know. I don't think there's much to it that's worth bothering with. To be quite interested, to be quite honest. Cool though. Might have to find something else, I think. I mean, the house is there. It's in there, isn't it? But I don't even think that's worth bothering with.
The castle, maybe.
Yeah, and there's that White House near it. So this has changed. Quite a nostalgic place for me, this. So back in 2018, obviously, you know, I came here. Hello guys, we're back for another video, and as promised, I'm going to put a lot more of me in this, like you've asked, and a bit more of the cinematics with the camera. And I was with Vicky, and when we came in, we spoke to the lovely lady that lives at the end in the gatehouse. It's now 2025. I went and she's still living there, so I just spoke to her. She remembers me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad to see you're still here. Unfortunately, this has gone into, it's even worse now. It's gone into absolute disarray now. There was an 8-year-old and slightly older child, probably in his teens or something, exploring it recently, and fell off the fire escape at the back. But they still keep coming back. People still keep getting hurt. With stuff like this, you've got to remember it's dangerous. I've done this for 15 years, and even I can make mistakes. So, you know, that doesn't stop you making mistakes as well. So just be damn careful with them, because these buildings just get worse and worse and worse. And unfortunately, this one, the owners want nothing to do with it. They just want it to crumble. They want nothing to do with it. They're not interested. They never will be. And there's nothing they can do with that building. It is gone. A little bit of a background: it was owned by a Chinese businessman. He was going to turn it into a language school. Unfortunately, halfway through the renovation job, he unfortunately passed away of a brain tumour. Yeah, so very unfortunate. I've been here before and I'm back. Yeah, let's potentially see if we can go inside. But yeah, the lady did say don't be going inside, it's dangerous. I don't really want to go against her wishes, but I mean, we could have a quick snoop in. Yeah, so when I came here in 2018, I'll put snippets of the video in, it was nowhere near as bad as this. It was actually in really good, that's the computer monitor room, and there was computer monitors and TVs everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'll give a flashback actually of what this room used to look like. Yeah, what a difference. And yeah, try and find the main building, the main room with the staircase in, which was the most prominent area. It was really nice, and that's where, yeah, that's the best area for me. There's not a lot left of it, unfortunately. This is, wow, what a shame. Oh, all of the corridors are ruined. Oh, this is even changed. Flashback to this room. Wow. I mean, the absolute devastation in here. When I came here, all the walls were still plastered, the carpets were still down.
Wow. Oh, what a shame.
This is upsetting to see this. It's like the roofs came in and ruined it. I reckon we should get some good pictures in here though.
Yeah.
So, I'm walkie-talkied up, right? Just in case we get split up or anything happens. Should always have an air of safety about you when you're doing stuff like this. We've got walkie-talkies, so just in case our group splits up and anything comes into any immediate danger, especially with a building like this that is so bad. I mean, 2018, I know it's a couple of years, but I mean, the devastation in here in that short amount of time is nuts. So let's carry on. So this is, I'll put a clip in of it now. Yeah, what a difference. But yeah, I'm just being really careful on these floors because these have taken, hey, that's absolutely just gone. That's a lovely room, that. Oh, whoa. Can't believe it. And then this view will be familiar with some people, with that staircase. Now what's missing from that staircase is the white banister, which has all just disappeared. Whether they've cut it out, I don't know. And the room to the right of there.
Wow.
Crazy.
I mean, this archway here is lovely as well.
Yeah.
The Gothic arches in West here. But the water damage is insane, guys.
Look at that room there. So that the
There's actually a mattress here. Someone might have been sleeping here.
potentially,
Look.
Ugh.
Same tack.
Right. Let's try and go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Let's try and get some nice pictures somewhere.
Oh,
What?
It's raindrops just.
Yeah.
As I was peering down, it was like it's meant to be Pennywise the clown or something.
Oh, don't say that. Let's try and get some pictures somewhere.
Yeah, outside.
Oh, it just feels awful here.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think we should probably head out soon.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? We're gonna head out and go to.
Dan, there's a door down here, by the way, to get out.
Right.
We're going to head down this way to go out. Yeah. Human gimbal.
Yeah, guys, there's a really heavy sense here. It's everything negative, hostile.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Poor old place is falling to bits. And soon there's going to be nothing left of it. So I'm quite glad I've got that original video of what it was once like. And I'm just going to give you the same film view round this area that I did when I first did it.
I've just seen a deer. I'm just walking around the back of the house. The house is there. I've just seen a deer run out there. Didn't even know this part was here. So I wonder if we can see a deer again. What's that wire? What's that wire? Oh, it's there. There it is. Wow. Looks like there's just one.
There's some sheep there.
Yeah. Found it. Where's these ruins then? Unless it's not and it's just like the tree line or something.